Your defense is in trouble. Eddie's on the bench. Your defense is in trouble. We're back, baby. We're back. What you saying?
Let's go.
What you saying, bro?
What are you saying? What are you saying in a
Hey, we don't stop
building?
winning, man. Both of us, we just find a way.
Life is good, man. I'm just sipping on some tropical juice from Aldi. Nice little mix of, I think, is it mango and passion fruit? You know what I mean? Lee's on the water, it's chilling. Life's good, man.
Yeah, man.
It ain't
Yeah,
easy anymore. It is easy now.
it is
It's
easy
easy
now, isn't
now.
it? It's easy. It is easy, man. Listen, we're 5 points clear, man.
Yeah,
Unbelievable second half. Unbelievable. The first 40
bro.
minutes was a bit shaky. And then
Yeah,
Saka, man, scored an unbelievable goal. And after that, we
bro.
battled.
I'm telling you, you know what? Yeah, I was looking at it in obviously Old Trafford and that, and then I just kept seeing the goals flashing up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was like, yo, man, you man need to calm down here. Like, you know what I mean? Like that Saka goal was different class, though, man. And you know what?
Mm.
Martinelli's back into a little bit of form as well after having a little bit of a stop start. Trossard as well. You know what I mean? I know Eddie Nketiah's done well, but listen, man, there was always going to be a shortcoming in it. And I think that front three is more fluid. You know what I mean? You can interchange. Trossard could come in the middle, then Martinelli could go on the left, likewise as well. So Arsenal, man, listen, it is Everton, but at the same time, you still have to win, innit? You know what I
Hey,
mean?
mate,
So
we lost to them a couple of weeks ago, so it was nice to see us
exactly.
battle them. And we ain't got a good
Yeah,
record, or Arteta's not got a good record against Sean Dyche either. So it was
yeah,
nice that he smashed him up, man. But yeah, that Saka goal was different, man. What a finish!
bro.
And that was his weak
What a
foot as
player.
well. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know. And you know what,
But
man? Like I said, yeah, with Saka, I don't know what it is, yeah, but as a neutral, obviously, I'm a United fan. I always kind of want him to do well. I don't know what it is with Saka. I think he's got that personality about him. He looks like he's hungry to play. He looks like he's on it. You know what I mean? I know he does his little model and fashion on the side and whatnot, but he hasn't got that kind of feeling of, you know what, he's here for PR and whatnot. He wants to be a genuine footballer in it. So fair play to him, man. And I think for me in world football right now, looking at that right hand side, is there anyone better than him at this minute? You know, he's on fire. He'll probably get Young Player of the Year. You know what I mean? So Saka, man, what a player, man. He's just that shot there. If he can get his overall game a little bit more sharper in terms of dribbling and maybe, you know what I mean, getting goals outside the box. Sometimes I feel like maybe he could get one of them. But other than that, in front of goal, amazing. You know what I mean? Direct, quick. So, bro, he's a top player, man. And you know what? But the only thing is, though, will he sign a contract, though? You know what I mean?
that's
That's
the
the key
problem, man.
question.
It's been on the table
Yep.
for 11 months. Like,
Jeez,
it's a long time, isn't it? I think he will, to be honest. I just want to highlight this numpty in my chat. Arteta is making a fool of Lee again. Mate, do you know what? The money I'm
Jeez,
earning every
man.
single day, mate, I genuinely couldn't give a toss.
But you wanted a
Good luck
league
at
title,
work.
though, Lee. You wanted a league title. You're getting one. So what's to be? You know what I mean? This is what I mean about these sort of, you know. Listen, Max, fair play. You're watching the show, so you must be a fan. You know what I mean? But I always think when you want high standards and you're getting it, if that is that what we said at the start, but you were slow to react. You
Yeah,
didn't want
that's
to
what I'm
listen
saying.
to what
They're
maybe what
always
Lee
playing
was saying.
catch up, bro. They're always playing catch up. Yeah, I've been saying, screaming about titles since I wanted Wenger out. Like when we finished second to Leicester and we're protesting and that. Like,
Yeah.
not good enough. Second ain't good enough. So it's glad that all these losers in this fan base have finally caught up with my standards, isn't it?
There
Let
you
them crack
go.
on.
Exactly.
Big up
Yeah.
to them,
I
man.
don't- Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, bro, like, listen, Lee's got high stat. Lee's seen most of the trophies at Arsenal, you know what I mean, growing up or whatnot. He has his own opinion. And like I said, man, he wanted a title. You lot were saying top four. You lot were celebrating top four. And he was like, listen, I want to win the title. And now you've won it. You know what I mean? So it's not a case of
We
like
ain't won it yet. We ain't won it
congratulating
yet.
Arteta. Well, yeah, you haven't done it yet, but I'm saying if you do it, it's like,
Mm.
well, you've done it, but you could congratulate Arteta, but it's not as if, yo, you man are in the mud. You know, Lee's in the mud. Like, come on, man. It works both ways. Could have been sacked, by the way. You know what I mean? So
He should have been sacked so many times, man. It's mad, really. And do you know what? He's got 60 points so far, and we've got 13 games to go. If we won them all, we get 99 points.
bro.
Yeah? And we're not going to win them all. Let's be real.
No.
No. But
When you get to April,
if we
get
could
to April,
potentially get like 90 points, 85 points, 87 points. And listen, Arsenal haven't got in the 80s since, like, in the 80s points tally since late 2000s, man. like
Yeah.
2008, 2009, something like that. So, yeah, man, we're doing all right. We're doing all right, man. I think we've actually
Mm.
got more points now than Man United amassed last season.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
crazy, isn't
remind
it?
me, man. Don't
It's
remind me.
actually mad, bro. We've been so good though, man. Like we've had that
Yeah, yeah,
blip,
yeah.
but it
You
was
know
never
what it
in doubt
is?
yesterday.
I just feel like that kind of softness about you isn't there, man. You know what? The addition of Saliba, Sinchenko, Odegaard stepped up, Partey and Xhaka have risen as well. Xhaka has become a leader now. That softness isn't there, man. I miss it. I miss the stuff Arsenal. I miss you man getting rolled over 3 or 4-0 away from home, or at home you kind of, if one team is on you and they're proper physical and aggressive, like you don't have that anything that about you. And I just feel like right now, I'm always watching games thinking, yeah, that'll be the game where there's a test there. You
Yeah.
overcome the 2 away games. Then you kind of
Mm.
think, okay, Sean Dyche ball, you know what I mean? Bit of Brexit ball, bit of something. No, you passed that test. So I feel like when you see the end goal, now it's okay, we're taking it game by game. I do think there might be a little bit of stumbling block maybe in April, because I feel like, you know what it is though? You have to have that mental edge. And if
Mm.
you kind of like lose one or two, or say you lose one and draw one, Man City smell blood and they just go on a mad one. And they just, when it goes to the last 10 games, look what Man City were doing last season. Away to, was it Wolves, 5-something. Away
Yeah,
here,
they
boom,
were
boom,
just
boom.
banging goals for fun, man.
You see what I
But
mean?
you know what? I don't think they really look like doing that this season. I know they've bagged a few, like in a couple of games, they slapped 6 past you. They've scored 5 in another game. Yeah, but
Yeah,
bro, they're not the same, man. They're not the same. And
they're
I don't
not.
know whether that's because they got rid of Jesus, Zinchenko, Sterling, Cancelo's gone now, and then obviously trying
Mm,
to incorporate a striker up front, who I think's bagged 30 goals nearly in the league, which is mad.
yeah,
And they might not even win it.
yeah,
Everyone's
100%.
saying the stream's lagging. Is it lagging?
Lagging. That's what I mean. I think it's the same thing that happened with me. It's not lagging.
Yeah.
Again, YouTube, man. Listen, man. We're paying all this money for StreamYard, and StreamYard are messing us up, man. What's going
Mm.
on, man? Yeah, man. That's crazy. It's not buffering on my side, so
No,
it must
same.
be a
My
YouTube
Wi-Fi
thing.
is fine. My Wi-Fi was bugging yesterday a little bit, but no, it's fine, man.
Yeah, no, listen. But you know what it is? I feel like with Arsenal right now at the minute, man, they're on a roll, man. And I think, you got Jesus coming back as well soon. Everything's kind of ticking over. Party was out for a little bit. Everyone got a bit, sweaty and whatnot. And then obviously Jorginho slotted in, to be fair, very good. So at the minute, any test that Arsenal come their way, it's not a big test, and they're doing well to kind of cope with it. So you know what's kept you well as well? Saliba and Gabriel have been fit for majority of the season. Like, I don't
Mm.
have they been out for a large part? I don't think they've been out. Have they
Nah,
injured?
no, not at all. They've played all season,
So
mate.
I don't understand. So I don't. This is what I'm trying to say. So when you have a partnership that is there every single season, that's when the mark of a good team and a title winning team is that when you have when you have the centre backs available and they're fit and ready, when Rio Ferdinand and Vidic were there, you can have them too, and it's unbelievable. So you know what, man? Fair play to you guys, and like I said, you just keep rolling on, keep rolling on, man. So yeah, man. I hope you're all there. By the way, big up to everybody who's locked in, man.
Yeah, I've just got it on my phone. It's working fine on my phone, but now it's spinning a little bit. I don't know. It's YouTube, man, because there was 607 people in here a minute ago, and now there's only 450. It did this to you on
Yeah,
Monday, didn't it?
literally the same thing on Monday. The same thing. I don't know what happened. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's bugging.
Unless maybe you've got it logged in somewhere else. StreamYard. Have you got anything logged in anywhere
No,
else?
no, it's
Well, there you
definitely, it's
go.
definitely, it's definitely bugging out. I've got
Yeah.
it on my phone. It's definitely bugging. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, man. It did this with the show I did with Henry as well. Yeah, like
Yeah.
and Dan, all on Monday. All of them on Monday did exactly the same thing. And
There you
then
go. So
I don't know. Everyone's saying
I
it's
don't know,
back now,
man.
so hopefully it's all right. But yeah, it
Yeah.
was bugging out. Listen, smash the like button up, people. Sub to Sage channel. The links in the title, people. But yeah, you're right. You've made a great point, man. We haven't really had, apart from Jesus, we haven't really had any long-term injuries. Yeah, which is kind of mad because when you look at teams over the years that win titles, they normally miss a player for 6 months here, 4 months
Exactly.
there. We've been
Yep.
kind of lucky in that respect. Plus the fact that we've I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the fact that Jesus and Sinchenko have come in, or whether it's the fact that they've come in and Saliba's now starting for Arsenal. Because last season he
Yep.
weren't here. Yeah, so
No, he
maybe
weren't there.
all 3 of them. And I know Jesus has been out, But I mean,
Mm.
Zinchenko last night, I thought he was quality, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
man.
pass to
That's been a
Saka's
top
goal
signing.
was, bro. I think we should play him at number 10 sometimes. Like people give Odegaard a pass last night. He was trash. I know he scored
There
a
you
goal. He was
go.
absolutely crap. Yeah, and he's done a
Yep.
little no-look back heel when everyone's getting giddy. Do you know what I mean? And he scored a tap
See,
in.
you know what is it? I like Odegaard. I think he's a good player, but I get what you mean. And Zinchenko as well. You know what it is with Zinchenko? He's just got that. He's got a mentality, but he's also got the cleverness about intelligence. And I think you need that when you're a footballer, especially in this kind of team where he can play that inverted fullback role. He can get into midfield. I just think he's a very, very good player. Man City were crazy to let him go. You know, I get it. It's Arsenal. It's your friend and whatnot. But, you could see they were cooking something. You could see maybe, they needed someone like him in the team. And they still do now at the minute. Like, they're playing Nathan Ake and whatnot. And fair enough. He's doing a job. But they could have still needed him this season. But Guardiola, what does he do? He says, you know what? If you don't want to be here, you could go. And like I said, it might be to the detriment to their season. Like, Jesus and... Because they do miss Jesus in a sense where he used to give them a lot, especially on the right-hand side. So it's one of them. I think Zinchenko's been one of the buys of the season. What you bought for 30 million as well? 30 million? That's nothing, man, when you compare in this day and market. He's only 24, 25, multiple positions, multifaceted. You know what I mean? Top player, man. So I feel like for me, that was a big, big signing. I think Saliba as well, man. Like, Gabriel was good, but he has that bozo in him. But then again, put them two together, I think they've combined very, very well.
Oh, they've been brilliant.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
Gabriel, apart from the crap start that he had, he's been sick recently, man.
Yeah,
But them
100%.
two together, like they were arguing after the game at the weekend. Right, we literally had one shot against us. Yeah, and they were standing there. It was a bit like Bruno and Casemiro. Yeah, like Casemiro was moaning, "Why didn't you pass me the ball?" And that. Yeah, they were doing the same at the end of the game. I like that because it shows a bit of elite mentality, man. It's like we've won the game, we've only conceded one shot, but why aren't you doing this? And you should be doing that. And it makes you get better. That. But
yeah, of course.
I think we've missed that in our team, man. Like, we haven't had that in our team for a long, long time. And Granit Xhaka's gone up a level this season. Yeah, and Odegaard's played a lot better this season than last season. And then if you add it all together, Saka's gone up another level. Martinelli's scored 11 goals in the league this season after having a bit of a slump for 6 weeks. He's been benched.
Nketiah had his little, resurgence after Jesus. You kind of needed that little bit of resurgence. Now it's kind of died down a bit. Everyone's now saying, like, right, Jesus, we need him back now. But I think Xhaka's been the one for me. I can't lie to you. Xhaka might be the biggest kind of U-turn in a player that I've seen in the Premier League. Like, from being hated by the Arsenal fan base to kind of being, what we wanted him out, to kind of now being almost like a fan's favourite in this team. Like, it's crazy. And you know what? Fair play to him, because I always thought with Xhaka, he's got the technical ability. He can actually pass. Like, we've got McTominay, and I'm not gonna lie to you, like, he can't do none. He can't do none. He can't pass. He can't do whatever. I feel like with Xhaka, he's intelligent. He's got that leadership role. He's technical. He can, he's got a pass on him. But it's almost like, when does his mind go? When does his kind of like, he's always going to make a red card, or he's always doing something silly, giving a penalty away. Now, his mind is in the right place. And Arteta said, listen, take it easy. Don't be the center of attention. Play for the team. And look at him now. Like, he's a team player now. And he doesn't want to be the main man anymore. You know how normally when people want to be the alpha male all the time, like, no, you don't have to be all the time. Just know your role in the team. And now look at you. You know what I mean? Everybody's shining. So,
yeah, it's mad. It is crazy to turn around this season, because like nobody expected us to be top of the table.
No,
but
I expected you to be 6. That's tell you, by the way.
Mate, I said the same.
I predicted at the start of the season. I don't know why, but obviously the way it panned out, you guys finished 5th, was it? And it was a terrible end to the season. And I said to myself, you know what? Arsenal didn't make top 4. I think next season could get ugly. I thought to myself, you know what? Arsenal are done out here. Okay, the preseason was a bit. I was like, preseason hype, man. Come on, man. Sevilla, you know what I mean? I thought, nah, man, I'm not getting excited. Chelsea, I'm not getting excited. I thought, you know what? 6. You're finishing 6th this season. That's why I'm like, don't talk to me about predictions at the start of the season. Like, I got it horribly wrong. Like, I put Tottenham to finish 2nd, I think. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I know we'll talk about Tottenham. I got a mare with that one. It's like
I was with you, man. I think I said 6th as well.
So there you go. You didn't see this coming.
No, it's mad. But you know what? Yeah, this is what gets my back up, though, right? because everyone says, but if we don't win the league, nobody expected us to.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, we were 8 points clear. At 8 points clear, I expect to win the league. I don't care how many games gone. Yeah, if we're 8 points clear, I expect to win it. Yeah, and we're now 5 points clear. Do you know what's mad though? We're exactly the same points ahead of Man City as we were going into the World Cup. And think how many more teams that we've chalked off, man, and we're still the same amount of points ahead.
It's crazy.
That's
and
mad,
obviously, you lost that game against Man City. But to be fair, let's not count that because Man City can beat anyone on their day. But let's count the game against Brentford and the Arsenal game where you lost. So Everton game where you lost. Everton and Brentford. You could have been clear. And I know we don't want to rewrite history and we don't want to kind of look at football like, because football's football, isn't it? But that manager bounce and that Brentford game where you basically got robbed because obviously it was a VAR decision and he inevitably got sacked, Lee Mason. But bro, it could be more. But that's the beauty of the Premier League race. Like, it's never going to be easy.
Points in this season were like Southampton away, they're bottom of the table. We got a draw, and if that game had gone for another 5-10 minutes, they would have won it as well. Yeah, they were all over us, man. And then Newcastle at home, we didn't score 0-0, and then Brentford. We drew with them. Everton away, we lost.
You lost to us?
Teams, lost to you, lost to City. I mean, City cool, but every one of them games is a winnable game, apart from City, because we never do anything against City. But every single one is a winnable game. And it's like, if we hadn't dropped points to Southampton, man, it's like that'd be another 2 points ahead of City. But this is why when people say, like when Man City come to town or when we go to the Etihad, it's not normally them games that decide whether you win the title. Yeah, it's the games against the lesser teams. Do you know what I mean?
Which is it's the games. It's the games.
Which is why we need to keep spanking these teams real quick, man. Like yesterday, 4s and 5s and that. Yeah,
4s and 5s, man. No mercy, man. Because then when Bournemouth, I think you got Bournemouth next at home, innit? So when you got Bournemouth at home, bro, you want another 4-5. You have to also, you got to build a goal difference, you know what I mean? Like Man City will take it to the final day, you know what I mean? So you got to get that goal difference up. They're going to beat teams 4-5-1. So now it's your time against Bournemouth. So you've got to be on it because again,
they got six better on the goal difference.
6 better. But there you go. You need to build it out then, because they got Newcastle, which I think they'll beat them, but I think it will be tough in a sense of, you know what I mean? It won't be a high scoring game, but they'll probably beat them, Newcastle, who are kind of fading away a little bit. But that Bournemouth game is now where you need to get one up and win 3 or 4-0, or even 5-0. DM London.
Then we got Fulham away, and then we've got Palace at home. Yeah, Palace at home, and then we've got Leeds at home. So these are games where we can rack up the goals, man, and they're home games.
Rack up the goals. You know what? But then also, it's a moment where if you kind of like look too far ahead and you kind of say to yourself, right, we're winning this one. Football always gives you something special. Like Bournemouth, like, you know, as much as they're struggling, I mean, they need to stay up, so they're gonna be fighting for their lives. Like the power of fighting for your life and results coming out of nowhere. This is why we love the Premier League. The Premier League is the best league in the world because anyone can beat anyone on any given day. You just never know. So you'd expect the team to be beating them, but all of a sudden, who knew Man City were going to lose 2-1 to Brentford? Was it 2-1 or something like that?
Yeah. So stoppage time. You know, it's crazy, isn't it?
So there you go. So
Everton 2-2, and they were losing twice in that game, I think. But
so there you go.
I want to highlight this comment as well because I don't buy into any of this. Big up for watching, mate. Every game we've dropped points seems to be because of dubious referee decisions. Bro, this is the thing, right? Stop listening to AFTV. They chat shit. Yeah, they're all jumping for joy that they got Lee Mason sacked. Like, how pathetic are football fans, man. Like, you got a man sacked from his job.
But it's only Arsenal fans that cry about refs, man. I don't know. It's mad. When I'm looking online, it's crazy.
Bro, it's mad. But you know what's funny? Yeah, they never bring up the decisions that go in our favour. Crystal Palace away early in the season. Gabriel Magalhaes, blatant handball, not given. Should have been a pen. Yeah, same player against Liverpool, blatant handball, should have been given, not a pen. In the same game against Liverpool, they didn't have the technology for VAR to see if Saka was offside, and he was miles off. Yeah, and he scored. Do you know what I'm saying? But people don't remember this, right? Because it's gone for us, and it's not a dig at this guy in particular. I'm just saying, like, there's this narrative within Arsenal fans that every time we drop points, it's the ref's fault. No, we just weren't good enough.
Yeah, exactly. You weren't good enough. Simple as that.
If Eddie, I remember Everton chances, we win most of them games anyway.
Yeah, especially Everton. I think the Everton game, there was a lot of you a lot of us fans saying that you got done by the referee, should have been a penalty and whatnot. But ultimately, you weren't good enough on that day, and Everton found a way of winning. So sometimes you got to look at yourselves and think, right, what could we have done better? Rather than there's a point in the game. Don't get me wrong, where referees can be an issue, but at the same time, the way you guys are rolling this season, man, it just seems to be every single minute Arsenal fans are finding out, oh, this referee is going to be our referee today. Oh, this has happened.
It's mad. We're the only fan base, bro. Every time the referee's announced for a game, all the big accounts online put out the picture of the ref with an eyes emoji, or this ref's going to be the game. What are your thoughts? Yeah, like maybe the fans should vote for the referee they want to ref the game. Then maybe Gunnosaurus should ref the game. I don't know. It's mad. But you know what?
Gunnosaurus would be like.
Yeah, in that Brentford game, yeah, fair enough. The lines weren't drawn, yeah, but in the first half, they had a perfectly good goal disallowed.
Oh,
yeah, Gabriel slipped, or Saliba slipped. I think it was Gabriel. He slipped, yeah, but because the guy literally just touched him, foul, and then the guy was clean through on goal and he scored. Yeah, but that wasn't a foul.
But like I said, the referees, the standards referees in the Premier League anyway is poor, man. Like when that's why in the World Cup we only have like one set of like referees going, or sometimes not even none at all. So I just feel like standard refereeing in the Premier League is poor anyway, man. In England as well, so you're not going to get good referees. I don't think like the quality of referees when I was growing up, man. It was quality, man. Now, you know what I mean. You're not getting that. You know what I mean. So it's one of Anthony Taylor's one, another one. There's too many, man, for us to kind of overanalyze and be like, oh, referee this, referee that, man. They're all poor, man. You know what I mean? VAR is poor right now because of the referees. VAR, the actual idea is good, but the people in charge are referees. So, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Before we come to your game, because obviously Garnacho scored a cracking goal. Casemiro came on, had a goal disallowed now. But before we come to that, we've got to laugh at this little football club again, man. Yeah, this football club, bro. Bro, this week they announced F1 go-karting at their ground here. Like, it's just if you were a Tottenham fan, you'd be rioting, man. They all seem happy, bro. Like they'll have a little meltdown online here and there, but they'll all turn up again at the weekend and just be sitting there with the longest bar in football. Yeah, with like the fucking cheese boards and all of that. You know, it's pathetic. How can that football
for like 20 quid?
Yeah, 20 quid for a cheese board or something. Like, it's pathetic, man. Yeah, but it doesn't matter though, because if you want a pint, they've got the things where the glass comes up out the thing and fills it up. Like, who gives a shit?
Their own brewery. Apparently, got the best brewery in town. They make their own beer. They've got their own this and that. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go in on Toby today on the Big Six. I'm sick and tired of Tottenham. You know, just as they every single time you kind of think, you know what, there's a bit of hope for them or whatnot. It comes crashing down. Like, they are a mess, man. Like, I genuinely think they're just going to be losers forever. Like, are they ever going to win anything? They got the serial winner now in Antonio Conte, and they still can't win with him. They're still not going to win a trophy this season with him. Like, they are actually done out here, you know? Harry Kane should leave, by the way. Harry Kane, if you are Harry Kane, and you are the man you are, you should leave that football club. Like, they are dusted. And Antonio Conte, right now, at this minute, doesn't give a shit, you know. He does not care. He wants to leave that football club at the end of the season and forget Tottenham ever happened. Like, he just not bothered. And you know what? Lose to Sheffield United. This is the moment you have a cup. One cup.
Bro, the only two teams that you could say were really a challenge in that competition, the Man City and Man United. So that was an opportunity for them to go, boom. Yeah, I don't know who they would have got. Who? Let's have a look at the FA Cup fixtures. Who would they have got? If they'd got through, they would have got Blackburn. Like,
Blackburn.
That's who Sheffield United have got. Like, and Man City got Burnley. You got Fulham, obviously.
Fulham,
Brighton, Grimsby. Like,
they got to Grimsby, by the way.
Yeah, come on, they're doing all right, man. They beat Southampton, although
they beat Southampton. You know what I mean? I just think Tottenham. I just think, what kind of club are they now, man? It's actually a scary time for Tottenham, yeah, because I feel like generally, if they don't make top four, and Grizz said it on the Big Six the other day, they don't make top four, they lose Antonio Conte, they lose Harry Kane. I'm telling you now, teams like, I don't know, Wolves, these guys, Brighton, these guys that are coming up, Fulham. I think, honestly, they could finish above Tottenham next season. You know, they could literally become a top 8 club, top 10 club, Tottenham Hotspur. And you know what? It wouldn't be crazy for me to say that. Son's finished, let's be honest. Son's not it anymore. Harry Kane leaves. What do? They go and build something with a new manager that doesn't have anything to do. The owners don't want to spend money. Listen, mate, they're done. Tottenham,
Mm.
they are done. I just looked at them, I thought, you man are pathetic, man. You can't even go to an FA Cup. FA Cup.
Bro, it's been
What
15 years since they won a trophy. That is how sad it is for them, yeah? Like, how they are considered a big six club is embarrassing. You have to win stuff. There is no big six. Yeah, they're not even big. Like, let's be real with it. They're not even big. Like, fan base wise, they're not big. Trophy wise, they're not big. They got a nice stadium. Yeah, you can go and have a bit of go-karting. You can watch a bit of boxing, a bit of Beyonce. Like, watch the F1 go-karting. You can go and watch a bit of NFL. Terry said it on Terrace. He said they've basically built the North London O2. That's what they've done. Literally the North London O2.
The North London O2.
Bro, they're interested in everything but football, man. Yeah, and
should they just rebrand them? Should they just not rebrand them?
They should just call it the Tottenham Multi-Purpose Stadium or something.
Honestly, Tottenham Multi-Purpose Stadium, the North London Lily Whites or something or whatever. Like they should just call themselves something up. Maybe they need a rebrand to kind of have a new form of history, because right now Tottenham, the actual name, Chiellini said it, the history of the Tottenham. Like, bro, he's not even from here. And he said it.
And he said that years ago as well.
Like, he said it about 7 years ago. 7-8 years ago, man.
I remember that game. That was when Dybala came off the bench at Wembley and scored twice in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And they were winning that game comfortably over the two legs.
Comfortably.
And then Dybala come on, bang, bang. See you later.
He goes, we believe. But the history of the Tottenham. And I was like, how does he know about the history of the Tottenham when he's from Italy? He's from Turin. How does he know? How does he know? But he knew. And you know what?
Losers, bro.
And you know what? Yeah, fair play to that second manager, the assistant manager, yeah. But he was on a good success rate. And then Antonio Conte comes in, and this, you know what it is, yeah? I think he's a top manager in it, but I think he's just kind of had enough. And you know, when you have a manager who's just had enough here, it's probably the worst thing that could happen to your football club, because it's toxic. It's a bit kind of like you don't want to be there. And it's like, you know what? So then why don't you just leave then, innit? Why don't you just resign then, innit? Like, I don't know. Like, but then again, they go and get Pochettino, who he might make them feel better. You know, when you get a rebound, like a girlfriend or whatever, you get a rebound, don't you? It might feel good for a little bit.
Instant boost. And then you're like,
exactly. When you're like, well, it's not really for me, you know what I mean? I'm not really feeling that. And then that's what it will be. And it'll have a small rebound. And then after that, Tottenham fans are thinking, shit, we should not have bought him back. Don't think that was the right answer. Don't think that was the right kind of situation. And then all of a sudden, you'll see them gone. And that's just the way it is, you know? And Tottenham, mate, I just think they're done at it. I see Toby stressed. I see them all stressed, you know what I mean? Like, if they can't win an FA Cup, like, God forbid what they're going to win, mate. They're not going to go... AC Milan will knock them out in the Champions League soon. You know what I mean? And they got flops in the home team. I mean, Richarlison, Toby talking to me about Weghorst. But that Richarlison, by the way, did he start last night, by the way? Let me know in the chat, because I only watched the highlights.
Bro,
did he start, by the way?
The Premier League goal all season.
But he wants to chat to me about Weghorst.
Yeah, 60 mil, bro. Not scored
a
single goal in the league all season.
But he'll say to me, he started. But he'll say to me, but he's coming back from injury. Get out of here, man. Focus on your players.
Brazilian, man. There's no way that Brazilians have made ballers up front for years, man. He ain't Brazilian, bro.
Mate, I told you guys, I made a bet with Patrick. I said Weghorst will score more goals than Richarlison. We made a bet. Weghorst is literally been a flipping a loan signing, has done more, and then for the Richarlison, and they want to talk to me. You know what, man? I think they do. You know what? Like Tottenham, I don't know what they do. They're you know, when you're a confused football club, I think Tottenham are a confused football club. They don't have ambition. Levy wants to make everything other than football. The fan base, they're stuck between feeling good but wanting what's best for the team. So they don't know themselves what they want. They want to get top four. They want to become a club that wins something. I remember having a conversation with Tottenham. Would you rather get top four or win a trophy? It's like, well, I'm like, bro, win that trophy, bro. And then you've got the what do you call it? The owners that want to spend money. They're all just a bit of a madness, man.
They're all a little bit too comfy. I mean, like Harry Kane, is going to end up being England's all-time top goal scorer and win nothing with England. is going to end up the Premier League's all-time top goal scorer and Tottenham's all-time top goal scorer, and he's going to win nothing, bro. Literally nothing. Like,
Nothing.
Sabitza's been in the country 27 days and won a trophy. Christian Eriksen died on a football pitch, come back and won a trophy after playing for Brentford before that, by the way. Yeah, he went to Italy and won a trophy. He come back, played for Brentford, come to you, and then won a trophy.
There you go.
Bro, it's mad. When you look how many players have left that football club and gone. I mean, Ndombele left them, right? And he's about to win the league with Napoli. Yeah. And they spent 60 million on him, and they were all saying, "Oh, he's shit, he's crap, he's this and that." Now look at Napoli.
I can't lie to you, man. I don't know if I want Harry Kane. I don't know if I want that infestation of that loser mentality.
He's got a loser mindset, man.
Yeah, man. Osimhen. I've been telling you guys, man. Victor Osimhen is my guy. I don't know if I want Harry Kane, that loser mentality at my club, man. I don't know if, I know certain people are doing the Harry Kane campaign, but I maybe want to stay. I don't know if that kind of, that aura that will come away from the Tottenham Stadium. I don't know if I want that at my club, man. Even for England, man, he's never there at the big moments for England when it needs to be. He's not there. So I'm just like, what, man? Harry Kane, man, enjoy your little goals and that at Tottenham. Maybe stay over there, man. Do your thing over there. Give us Victor Osimhen. Give us Kolo Muani. Give us other strikers out there in world football. I'll take some of that, mate. How about that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want any of them players anywhere near your football club, man.
Yeah, man.
The only one I'd take right now, I do like Harry Kane, and listen, he's better than Eddie Nketiah. Yeah, but
of course.
He's a baller, man. Kulusevski is such a good footballer. Yeah.
Kulusevski.
And he's a gooner
even
as
though
well.
He had a stick yesterday.
Bro, it's funny, because their two best players are Kane and Kulusevski, and both of them were Arsenal fans. When we played them, I see all the pictures doing the rounds here. Kulusevski was standing taking selfies next to the Henry statue outside the Emirates.
Bro,
all the fans were putting it around on social media. It's
like, what is though? They've got a clause in the contract apparently. If Kulusevski doesn't make the Champions League, if Tottenham don't make the Champions League, the clause isn't activated. So then Tottenham don't have an obligation to buy him. But then again, you've got Saka in that position. But then again, if you can have squad depth. Kulusevski can play in the Odegaard role as well. So you know what I mean? You might be able to get him. I think Bentancur is different, but Kulusevski is an option. You know what I mean? So he might be available. You know what I mean, to buy, man. So you know what, man? With Tottenham, Romero is overrated. Absolutely overrated. I've been telling Toby all that. Like, Basuma's come in and I think is a half decent player, but he didn't suit the system. You know what I mean? You've got players like the right back performing now for Tottenham. Is that how bad it is at Tottenham? Where the right back is performing your best. He's in a player of the month competition.
Yeah, the right back has been shocking until the new right back turned up that they spent 40 million on, who can't get a game. And now the right back that they brought and wanted replacing is now playing well because this guy's rocked up. So that tells you everything you need to know about that football club. That guy was dog shit until this guy turned up. Yeah, now all of a sudden he wants to play. That. Yeah, so what were you doing all season? That club's a shambles, mate. Absolute. Just fold the stadium. In fact, don't fold it. Just close the football side of it. Yeah, and just have it as an entertainment centre. That's it.
That's it. Simple. And then obviously Tottenham fans, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I just think you know what it is. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like the fans. It's almost as if they don't have something to kind of like, you can say, okay, Arsenal could be like, 16 years of hurt, but we knew what we were. Like, Tottenham don't know what they were. That's kind of the saddest thing about it. Tottenham don't have a baseline. It's literally a Champions League run that they got to the final, never won. So many FA Cup situations where they bottled it. Carabao Cup final where they didn't win and they sacked their proven manager, Jose Mourinho, the day or two before the final.
Yeah, and they got the week of the final. I mean, that's just pathetic. So they brought him in to go and get them to finals, and then he gets them to a final and they sack him.
That could have catapulted him.
But like Henry was telling me, that if he had won, they would have had to have given him like 20 million in bonuses or something.
That was the one.
So it's like they've sacked the manager because they'd have to pay him 20 mil bonuses. Like, bro, that sums up that football club. Yeah, and Harry Kane staying there for as long as he has, he's kind of snookered himself because the only club that's dumb enough to pay 100 million for him now is Chelsea.
Yeah,
because
Chelsea
ain't going to buy him. He ain't going to
No,
City.
no,
They
no, no,
don't
no,
need
no,
him.
no,
We
no.
don't need him really.
Or
Like
Bayern might buy him. Bayern Munich
he
might buy
ain't
him.
leaving England though, man. He wants that
There you
Premier
go,
League record,
exactly.
man. And
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
be
he
real,
wants
he
that
can
Premier
barely
League
speak
record.
English, bro, let alone German.
But then again, he goes to Chelsea, and you know what I mean. You're playing with likes of Havertz and that, and you know what I mean, like Mason Mount. Like I don't know. He's again, it's gonna be more toxic over there, man. Because Chelsea fan base will be like, "Get out of my man's team, mate. You're fucking go back to fucking Tottenham, mate. We don't fucking want you."
Proper
You know,
Chelsea. Proper Chelsea.
he's not proper Chelsea, mate. So you know what, man? I can't lie. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But that, again, like I said, man, they don't have something like Henry. Bless him, but he doesn't have nothing to hold on to. At a minute, he must be depressed. Man. I see this. Do you see his picture, by the way, on Insta? Mate, he
Yeah,
look
I
proper depressed.
reposted it on my story, and then I just put a massive emoji over the top of it. You know them little bitmojis of your face
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
The one with the eye, mate. Fucking hilarious. He looked depressed, bro. Imagine going all the way to Sheffield in a weekday, a midweek, getting all the way up to Sheffield to see your team lose to Sheffield United.
Bro, Sheffield, yo, it's very hilly. It's cold. You have
It
to go
is,
past a
man.
snake pass, so you almost die getting there because you have to go through that snake pass. You know what I mean? He's gone through all that, and you know what? I was looking where he sat. You know, he sat above the crossbar, so I don't even think he got even a good view because there's a bit where I went to Sheffield United. You might be sat across the crossbar, so you can't even see the whole game. So, and it's like, you know what, man? It's like the only trophy that they could have won, and Conte just said, you know what? I don't really bothered. I watched his press conference. I was like, yeah, he's really not bothered. And now they go and get Pochettino, and it just makes it like, okay, it feels better. But then when they always say like, don't bring twice, or you don't go back to your ex.
Mm.
You don't go back to your ex, man. Simple. It doesn't end well. It does not end well going back.
Yeah, there's a reason
So
you split up in the first place.
he reads his, and you know what? People can say, "Oh, Pochettino should never got sacked," but I don't think he won an away game in that whole year. His form was terrible. It looked like he maxed out. You know when you reach a ceiling. Pochettino reached the ceiling at Tottenham,
Yeah,
and
that
you know
was the
what? Credit
Champions
to
League
him.
final. As soon as they lost that, mate, it was downhill ever since.
But there you go then. And you know what? I think he's a good manager. I think he's a good coach. But at the same time, he reached a ceiling where he couldn't go. It got to a point where they needed something changed. They needed to change. And Tottenham fans were up in arms when they got Jose Mourinho. I remember them all singing. And then now Toby was singing Antobio. And now it's like, get him out. Tell him to F off. Get him out. Antonio.
Antonio.
Be careful what you wish for, man. Because I remember that day, yeah. It was, you know what's crazy, yeah? United could have got Antonio Conte. It was El Sacico. So Oli and Nuno Espirito Santos, yeah, were basically playing for the El Sacico. Whoever won that game was getting sacked.
Mm.
And obviously, we won the game. We won the game. And obviously, Nuno Espirito Santos then got sacked a day later. And who did they go and get?
Mad,
Antonio Conte.
Crazy,
I'm not going
bro.
to say. At the same time, there's a lot of United fans, by the way, that are flip-flopping, that they said they didn't want Antonio Conte. I'm not going to come here and sit online and say, I didn't want Antonio Conte, because we were linked with Ten Hag, and Ten Hag at the time didn't want to leave Ajax because it was halfway through the season. He only wanted to go at the end of the season. So I'm not going to come here and say, I didn't want Antonio Conte. I wanted Antonio Conte. But am I happy that I've got Ten Hag? Of course. I'm more than happy. That's how opinions change. But the local guy on Twitter will be like, you wanted Antonio Conte. You don't deserve Ten Hag. No, hold on a minute. I just gave my opinion at the time.
Yeah.
So let's not rewrite history. You know what I mean? It's like everyone now with Potter. Everyone wanted Potter. The Chelsea fans wanted Potter. They were happy with the appointment. But when it's now, he's not good enough.
Now it's all
then
gone
you call it out
sideways.
as you
It's
see
like,
it.
I didn't want him. I didn't want him.
Come
Bro,
on, man.
loads of their fans want Jose Part 3, bro. They want the trilogy.
You know what's crazy? Yeah? Imagine this here, guys. Antonio Conte goes back to Chelsea and Pochettino goes back to Tottenham. I would love that,
That'd be
Chelsea fans getting back Antonio Conte. Like, because you never know. Enrique might say no. Zidane will definitely say no.
mad.
Who else is out there? Hansi Flick has got Germany. He's got the Euros in 2024. I don't think he's going to want to risk it. When he's got the Euros coming up, he want to redeem himself after going out twice in two finals, is it? So, listen, he'll want to leave on a high. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like for me, Simeone, could be the guy. But the thing with Simeone is, yeah, he's gonna make his team his team. He's not gonna appeal to what you want. So he's gonna do what he wants. So you're gonna say we want a bit of Madueke, we want a bit of Raheem Sterling, a little bit of Jazz on the right. He's gonna say no, 4-4-2, and we're winning it all. That's what we're
Yeah,
doing.
man.
And he's a proven winner. He don't
Yeah.
mess around. He's a proven winner.
Yeah,
Is he
facts.
my
He'll
cup of
probably, he'll
tea?
probably go and
Probably
sign
not.
fucking Doherty or fucking Trippier again or someone. Do you know what I mean?
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Reece James will be playing fucking left wing, like, or centre mid. Yeah, they'll put fucking Trippier at right back. Before we wrap this up, make sure you smash the like button up, people.
Come on.
And show some love to Saeed, man. His link's in the title of the video. Just click it. It takes you straight there. You don't need to leave the stream. I do need to go to the toilet real quick, but I can hear you. My bathroom's just there.
Cool.
Give us a little breakdown of last night, man. I see the highlights, but it was looking kind of peak, man, until Casemiro came on. Harry Maguire, bro, that guy. It's almost like he sucks out all the energy of Man United's players when he's on the pitch. Like the level is just different when he's playing, isn't it? But I'm going to go bathroom. I can hear you though, yeah?
Yeah, man. Maguire just breeds anxiety, man. I can't lie to you guys, man. I think it's just one of them, man. I feel like Ten Hag is just playing him for the sake of playing him. You know when you just have to play a player for the sake of it because everybody else needs a rest? Like, that's Maguire. And we just have to hold it down. I feel like for me, there's going to be maybe the Fulham game at home. Apart from that, you won't see Maguire, man. McTominay as well, the same, man. McTominay just ain't good enough, man. He's all right coming off the bench where you need to short up the game and you need a bit of height up front. But McTominay, again, you know what's crazy about McTominay, yeah? If he literally came for the ball and wanted to receive it and wanted to be a bit more proactive, yeah, and wanted to kind of be, take the risk and receive the ball, I feel like people would warm to him. But the guy hides behind the lines. Every single time, McTominay, what he does is he hides in between the lines. So it's almost as if you have one midfielder in there, it's a bit so. So that in itself is not what you want to see. As a midfielder, you need to be proactive. You need to be able to say, you know what, give me the ball. I'll turn into the half space. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll be the one that's taking the risk. And I feel like ultimately he ain't good enough. But Maguire, man, it's just, listen, I don't know what I saw in him. That's the biggest L I'll ever take, people. It is what it is. But Maguire ain't good enough. But I think the first half, West Ham were very, very good. They frustrated us. They created half chances, even though I think David De Gea was comfortable in every save that he made. But at the same time, we were slow, we were lethargic. Anthony was poor. We weren't linking up. I think we had a bit of hangover. Don't get me wrong. That's what always happens when you've gone that high and you come to I want to say a low, but you kind of like need a game to kind of re-energize. I feel like United just weren't clicking, man. So credit to West Ham. They did well in getting behind. And Tony had a couple of chances. But second half, when they got their goal, United just clicked, man. Casemiro, man. Listen, please, guys, Casemiro is that guy, man. And when he came on, Lee, I'll just say that the first half was dog shite. It was awful. They got their goal. And by the way, yeah, I want to know your opinion about that VAR decision, yeah. Because if they're doing VAR for a ball that they're deeming that you can't see, by the way, on a VAR, I don't think it was. Because if you don't have a camera from the above and you're not looking down, I don't know how that possible was it not given and chalked off. I don't know what they did. Let me know in the chat if you actually seen the VAR decision. But if the ball is over the line, can you see it from the VAR position, or do you need a camera from above? Because I don't know. Because I don't know
when you see these VAR decisions given, they draw all these lines and grab the screen and pinch the screen and all of that. Yeah, why is it that they're looking at it like it's like at an angle like that? Why aren't they looking at it like that? Why can't they pinch the whole screen and tilt the screen so now you can see straight down it? Yeah, or like you said, just put a camera. Bro, they have the camera, flying. It's on wires.
I know, but only if you have the budget.
The images of the players and all that. Why don't they do that for VAR?
I know Sky Sports obviously have the budget. You know what I mean? ITV didn't have the budget for that camera that's going above. That could have detected it. But you know what? To be fair though, we didn't play to the whistle. You know when you're growing up as a kid, yeah. The manager will always tell you play to the whistle regardless. We just stopped. I think Dalot stopped. Maguire didn't come out and flipping, at least be aggressive with his coming out, and they scored a goal. Zaid Barama, brilliant goal.
Nice finish,
after that, mate. And after that, the rest was. But then they had two big chances. They had Antonio where he should have squared it, and I think there was a ball that whizzed through. And we luckily kept us in it. And then we just thought, right, we need to go into ham mode now. We went into
Yeah,
ham mode. We had a goal disallowed. Then we got an own goal. Then the thing he scored as well. Garnacho, unbelievable goal, by the way. He
that was a sick
kills it
finish.
around, boom. And then obviously at the end, Fred, by the way, has got the same amount of goals as Chelsea this season. Fred will tear you apart again.
That's
Bro,
mad.
it's crazy. Fred has got the same amount of goals as Chelsea have this season. And that's a credit to Fred this season. Like, he's like second half, yeah. This is why the manager brought him in. Second half,
You mean
comes
since
in, it has
January?
impact.
You mean since January? Yeah.
Since January, sorry, yeah, since January.
Yeah,
He's
before
got the
I
same
knew
amount of
what
goals.
you meant, but the chat are going to go, how's he got 20 odd goals?
No.
No,
Since the
since
start,
Jan.
since the start of the year. So, yeah, man. And he's got 4 assists as well. So, you know what I mean? Fair play to him, man. And I think, you know what? I feel like for me, you know, I never thought we were going to lose, you know. I'll be honest with you.
Do you know
I
what? It's
didn't thought
funny.
we were
I
gonna
said
lose.
the same way because the chat was lighting up when I was doing the
Yeah.
game last night. And I was like, yeah, don't worry, they'll win, man. West Ham will bottle it. I said 100% they'll win. And the thing is, Ola, who I do my watch-alongs with, his missus is Man United. Yeah, he went down to Wembley at the weekend with her. Yeah, not to the ground and didn't have a ticket, but they went in a pub and all of that. Yeah, and he was like infiltrating. Like he was in there. I'm Arsenal. Don't shout, don't say anything. But I've just come with my wife, flying, just going like in the pub. So I could hear her in the background last night going, but the chat was telling us what was happening, and she was about a minute behind. Yeah, so we already knew that West Ham had scored. Yeah, we already knew that Antonio missed a sitter and that. But I said to Ola, I said, Man United had come back in that, man. I said that West Ham bottled it, and they did bottle it.
They bottled it. They're literally a new version of Tottenham.
They show a bit of hope, yeah, and then they bottle it pretty much every time. They're exactly the same as Tottenham.
They're exactly the same as Tottenham, you know. I've noticed that, you know. And I think for me, once we got the first goal, I was like, right, that's it. We're winning the game now. I literally told everyone, told Leslie, told everyone around me. I said, listen, we got this, man. There's 20 minutes to go. We got this. There's this minute to go. We got this. And then we scored 2 at the end. So, and then I see the draw, another home draw. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Fulham at home, who have had a good season, so I won't take them lightly. But
should be beating them, man.
We should be winning. We should be winning that one. And then you're in Wembley again, all of a sudden. And then if we can avoid Man City in the semi-finals,
I think it's going to be teed up for a final, man.
You know what? I hope the FA, man. If you want a bit of money, if you want a bit of jazz, give us a bit of Man City and Man United in the final. Me and Big Steve, we'll go at it, Wembley. And then, you know what I mean? We'll have it. And you know what? It might be a fucking a Cardiff. Imagine a train, yo, to Manchester. Like full of Manchester United fans and Man City. They have to make separate trains.
Yeah, they'd have to, because that'd be carnage, mate. Literally. I see your Instagram. I think it was you, where the fella was hanging out the window at the Newcastle guy, you wankers, and all of that.
Yeah, you wankers, and the agitator was like, you fucking wankers, have some of that. So
like, it's funny though when you're driving down the motorway and you see them all, yeah. It's like with the flag and the scarves hanging out the windows of that, man. Yeah, it's jokes.
Yeah, goals, man. You know what it is, man. It's a good laugh in it, and like I said, you know what I mean. We're on a roll, man. I think I said it from the start of the season. Man, Man United are built different now in the sense of the manager's got the mentality rolling now. They know what they're doing. Everybody's on the same wavelength. I think they believe in it. And you know what? There's a video, of when we're going down. I think Ten Hag, every time we win, or we have a result, he goes back to the dugout and he shakes every single coach and every single player that comes out in the dugout. And then I think the what do you call it? Steve McLaren said, "That's your mentality. That's your mentality bringing onto the team." And you know what? Fair play to McLaren for pointing it out to the manager, because sometimes you need a lift, and he gave him that kind of credit. And he goes, "That's your mentality." And he's seeing maybe a bit of Fergie in him. That, you know what? You never know when you're beaten, because he used to be with the manager. So you know what, man? Hats off to everyone involved. And you know what? This is why we need a squad. This is why we need everyone together. We need everyone fighting. We've got a big game on Sunday against Liverpool. Even though they've got a win yesterday, bro, I'm coming there and I want to smack them up, mate. I want to destroy them, mate. You know what I mean? And you know when you want to leather them,
though, man, you got a bad record. Same as
I know, but you know what? Records are there to be broken, and I feel like this is the time now where we need to go there and just lay it on them, man. They beat us 5-0 when we were shit last season. They are half shit this season. They're not on probably our level of shit, but they're still half shit. And you know what? We go there and make a statement win and just batter them, man. And I would love that. You know, when they say Kevin Gee, I would love it. I would absolutely love it, man. So, yeah, man, 100%, man, 100%. So, yeah, big win, man. And you know what? We just keep rolling on, man. Both teams winning. Can't lie,
Yeah,
man.
man,
It
it's
feels
good, isn't
different,
it?
man. Feels
Mate,
different.
I remember last season. Remember last season, Rance sitting there lighting a cigar when Salah scored the hat trick. Yeah,
Exactly.
I was like,
Because he
look
wanted
at
all
the
this. Yeah,
turnaround.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Last season, I was sitting there going, "Fuck it, let's just lose every game." Like, I don't give a shit
yeah.
anymore. Now all of a
Because
sudden we're
obviously,
top, and you lot are flying. You've already bagged a cup already, man.
yeah. So I feel like you know what it is. It's just it's like nobody wants to come in for your team to be shit in it. Like we don't want that. We want the team to do well. We want the team to win trophies. But obviously, it doesn't happen. You know what I mean in football, and you need the right manager. You need certain things to go your way, and you know what I mean. Now this is what it's all about. You want to be winning. You want to be feeling good. You don't want to be feeling like Tottenham. Imagine having no hope and no. You know what I mean? Like nothing to kind of feed off.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
The
So.
best you can hope for is getting priority tickets on WizKid this weekend or whenever it is. Like, they do. If they're a season ticket, so say this to Toby when you're on Big Six tonight. Yeah, just say have you copped your priority tickets for Beyonce? Because he's a season ticket holder, bro. They get priority tickets. Yeah, so it's not like
Bro.
me and you. We just go on the website and we have to sit in a queue and all of that. Nah, they get priority, bro. They're season ticket holders. So when the
Yeah,
F1
you know what?
go karting comes in, he'll be able to take his missus and that, a bit of priority go karting. Afterwards, I'm sure they'll build a cinema there by then. They can take her to the cinema afterwards.
You know what? Go see Beyonce's gonna be performing there. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
they just made the stadium just to make it look good, to then get dividends when they need to then build relationships with NFL and whatnot. They're making extra revenue, man. And that's all
mm,
they're doing. That's all the owner's doing. I'd want them out personally, but listen, mate, when you got Ed Sheeran playing it at your what do you call it, your protest, then you got no chance, man. So big up. We need Fuad, Toby, Expressions, Henry White, Sava, all these guys here to go outside and protest, like I did, man. Go and do it,
mm.
man. Front line. You know what I'm saying? Go and do it, man. If you want them
Damn
out, go
right.
and do it.
Hey,
So
what's today's date? Hold on.
Thursday,
Oh,
second.
okay, yeah. So Beyonce's playing in Vancouver Saturday. Just seeing when she's playing in in Spurs. It's not until May.
Yeah,
The
till May end,
Tottenham
so I'm saying, but end the season feeling
4
it.
nights,
Still
man.
there.
4 nights. She's playing 29th and 30th of May, and then 1st and 3rd of June. In fact, actually, there's another night,
Wow.
4th of June as well.
While the
Yeah, that's
season's
mad.
going on, they're playing.
Yeah,
They're
she's
even
there
respecting the season.
five nights. And well, it's literally the day after the season ends, she's playing there. In fact, no, hold on. Yeah. The day after the season ends, she plays there. It's literally bang,
Wow.
season's done, get Beyonce in. Just keep the money rolling, baby.
They said, you know what, man? That's the season celebrations, then, man. We'll make you feel better. You know what I
Yeah, do you
mean?
know
And yeah,
what I
man,
mean?
don't
When they
worry.
got
Go
top four
hungry.
again. Yeah,
I
and
got
then
you.
sixth.
Yeah, exactly, man. So I genuinely, you know what I mean? When I seen that tweet from Toby, I was like, yo, they're actually done, man. They're actually done. Their team is done. Fuck,
Let's see when WizKid's playing there. WizKid's playing there on the 29th of July. So yeah, man, that's a nice little summer vibe.
Pre-season vibes. No pre-season vibes, you know what I mean?
Oh dear, mate, that club is tapped. I swear.
Yeah,
You
it's
got to
finished.
rip him later, man. Right, listen, we're going to wrap this up, people. It's been a great hour. It's flown
Big up,
past.
man.
And big
Come
up
on.
to everyone inside. There's still 1,000 people in. Big up Skullfuggery in the chat, man. You're a madman, bro. Hope you're good, mate. And
Come
yeah,
on.
man, make sure you sub to Saeed's channel. The link's in the title. What you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, I'm live at 5:30ish, 5:20ish. So tune in, man. Them talk. We're gonna be discussing the Liverpool game. So yeah, man. Big up the chat, man. Lovely chat. And yeah, man. Subscribe to Saeed TV, man. Appreciate it, man. Love.
Beyonce will replace Kane.
Play out up front in that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? She's got more trophies, that's for sure. She'll bring a winning mentality. I'm back again with Goonie. I'm back with Goonie at 5 people. And yeah, then that's me done for the day. So all have a blessed day. Big up Saeed, and we're out of here, people.
Come on.
It's the history of the Tottenham.